You mentioned owning inventory to sort of compete with retailers that have a higher margin. Is that something you all are still looking to like scale and expand upon? And do you feel like owning inventory is potentially like a conflicting pitch to sellers? Maybe things for like brand new specifically. Just kind of what's your take on? And I assume you're selling the gear from your trade-ins. So you're kind of headed down that road anyway. So I kind of just want to get your insights on that.
Yeah, so it's the only stuff we sell is from the trade-in events that we run. It's forced us to build a better marketplace because now we're feeling the pain points our sellers are. I think like that's part of it. It's like one, we use the same tools that they use to sell in the marketplace. Like we can only do what they could do. We also give them we're making the tools that we use for our trade-in events available to our sellers. So our goal, like I would love to never have had to do trade-in events. Like if we could have just been Poshmark and it was just growing like crazy and we didn't have to think about it, like that would have been awesome. But we just weren't getting enough supply and there weren't enough aggregators in our category. So we felt like we had to build some tools and go do these things to help, satisfy the demand side basically. And we are teaching our sellers to do the same things that we are. We'll like show them our warehouse operations and show them our, here's how we run trade-in events. Like we would love for them to go do these things and take a step back. If we're not running, trade-in events in a couple of years, that because our sellers copied us and figured it all out and have grown the sporting goods used market significantly, and we could just sit on top of that as a marketplace, I'll be totally happy, right? Like that would be great. I don't know if that will happen, but like our thinking is that trade-in is like our North Star at the end of the day is to provide the best selection of inventory at the best prices. So that way we can build the largest marketplace in sports. And, it's not Shopify's mission to like service sellers, right? Cause like that is not our goal. Our goal is to build the largest marketplace, the largest selection. And so we think about trade-in within that, right? Like, okay, we can turn this on and have it ThredUp and Poshmark live side by side, and then put some real guardrails around ourselves. So we're not cheating. We're not like doing this with an unfair advantage. And we're actually helping them because we're doing all the R&D, figuring out all the stuff, and then giving our sellers tools where they're interested to compete with us and hopefully overtake us eventually. We'll see. I think we have a pretty unique thesis on this, but like that's the way we believe like our market could play out. So that's what we're trying.